Except the problem I have is I don't know what to use for a mailbag because there's some of these that are kind of, well, weird.
Imagine that.
I know. Okay, I've got two. That'll work. And I've got one that's just, I'll wait till Tuesday for the one that's strange but scary.
Okay. Well, let me,
weird but disturbing, like you.
Right in the coolest and hilariousest way possible. I think.
Sure.
So I ran into this.
Other than that, my fan broke today, so there's no moving air in here.
Oh, nice. Well, except for you talking.
That's hot air. I'm short, fat, and old. I sweat easily. It's Tuesday. Damn it. Here they come.
I ran across the dad briefs online. There's this. No. The dad briefs briefing on what dads are doing. And not as in underwear.
Cool.
Which was a great one last night. I went to rehearsal for the band and the drummer saying, "Oh, your hat's the same color as your shoes, and you got a blue shirt on. You got is your underwear the same color?" And I said, "Not entirely sure I'm wearing it." Thank you.
Damn it!
And he's over there going, "Oh, don't."
See, now there are places to go with that, and that wasn't any of them.
At the urinal at an I-95 rest stop bathroom, Siri's voice from my back pocket. Turn left. Man to the left of me. Please, don't.
He's Republican.
I love it. I think that's just as cute as it can possibly be.
Here's something I never knew we had in this country.
What?
Well, the headline kind of got me curious.
Sure.
Hair museum filled with century-old mementos closes its doors, scattering contents across the nation. When we went to Frankie's when I was a kid, the Frankies just swept it up. They didn't just. And the story gets weirder when it's from Independence, Missouri. Well, okay.
Well,
talk about show me. I don't want to see the things you want to show me.
Exactly.
Century-old wreaths made from human hair fill the walls of Lila's Hair Museum. Let's go with Lila. Lila's Hair Museum. I know.
What?
If you knew, you could have went by and donated before you couldn't.
Well, I can now, but they don't want that hair.
Century-old wreaths at Lila's Hair Museum, and glass cases overflow with necklaces and watch bands. Yes, woven from the hair of the
dog that bit you.
There also are there also are tresses. Ready?
Yeah.
Purported to come from past presidents, Marilyn Monroe, and even Jesus.
Jesus was never president, and neither was Marilyn.
No, there's a comma there.
Oh, I didn't hear it in your elocution.
There are also tresses purported to come from past presidents, comma, Marilyn Monroe, comma, and even Jesus, period.
I'm really glad you used the Oxford comma in there.
I'd always use the Oxford comma.
Yeah, so that was very nicely done.
I'm an old guy. What do you expect?
Mm-hmm.
For about 30 years, this hair art collection in the Kansas City suburb of Independence attracted, here's a shock, an eclectic group of gawkers.
What?
Including
bald guys.
The likes of Ozzy Osbourne. Why does that not surprise me?
Well, he and that urinal he made out on the, in San Antonio.
Yeah. But Lila, who's now 92, Lila died a year ago at 92.
Oh,
and her granddaughter Lindsay is normal.
How do you even know that?
Because she's trying to rehome the collection. And more than 3,000 pieces to museums across the country.
I would think it'd be a fire hazard.
Would the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, the National Museum of Women in the Arts in Washington, D.C. want this stuff?
No.
Wouldn't think so.
Yeah, me either.
Started in 56 when Lila, a hairdresser, was shopping for Easter shoes.
A hairdresser.
I told you, there's no part of this story that's normal. Shopping for Easter shoes. And inside an antique store, she found a gold frame filled with strands of hair twisted in the shape of flowers. Remember when they used to do this?
Yeah.
When someone died, they would cut off a lock of their hair. They'd put it in a locket. They'd make it, weave it into something. Yeah.
I remember that kind of thing. Sure.
She said she forgot the Easter shoes, and Granddad always said that this was the most expensive piece of the museum because look at what it started.
Yeah.
That one's not going to be relocated. She's going to keep that because it's grandma's.
Yeah, you do that.
This form of art, my mom would occasionally do hair for the deceased.
Okay.
Way back in the day.
Yep.
That's not this. One of the Lynx old basketball players just went in the Hall of Fame. The very tall Sylvie
Cunningham?
Nope. Oh. Sylvia. Oh, she's like almost 7 feet tall and very strong. She's going to hurt me.
Sylvia Rasputin.
Rah, rah.
Rah, rah, rah. That's the spirit.
Sylvia. Now you've got my brain flooded with all sorts of other names.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvia. She just went to the Hall of Fame. Maya Moore and
Sylvia Backgammon. 2 and 2 are 4.
Let me just say this.
What?
And I mean it from the shut up. I know. Now, if you have family that doesn't use that word, I'll explain it to you. It's a word that you take shut and you put a little hyphen there and you put up. And it's used for Scott to try and get him to be quiet for just a minute because I'm trying to think of our Hall of Fame center.
Chamberlain.
I can't. No.
Didn't he play for the Lakers?
Fowles. Sylvia Fowles.
Oh, there we go. What? How do you forget that? It's basketball. With a name like Fowles, she couldn't play anything else.
She just went into the Basketball Hall of Fame. She was very good. She taught Brittany Reiner how to play in the WNBA. Brittany never learned.
Well, she learned how to get jailed.
She's still in school. She's going to be a mortician when she grows up.
Oh, wow.
And I get that part. Mm-hmm. I don't get this part. The form of art here peaked in popularity in the mid-1800s. Near as I can tell, we're in the early stages of the 21st century. Well, it says mid-1800s.
Okay.
So this would be the early 20s.
Almost the mid-20s.
The mid-20s would be 2050.
Oh, I see how you're doing it. Okay. Yeah, never mind.
We were on 2 different pages, and I didn't know there was a book that stupid that would have both of us. Anyway, that
should have assumed.
Up through the mid 1800s, everyone they coiled the hair of the dead into jewelry or told their family history by putting the curls of loved ones into wreaths. Mm-hmm. Kind of fell out of favor by the 1940s because pictures.
Photographs. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. And it's a little less gruesome, honestly.
It seems a little morbid. I understand why morticians, because I have friends from school who do that.
Yep.
And that's a vocation, sports fans. You can look it up. That is not a job. That's a vocation.
Yep.
And thank you for those of you who do it very well, and a pox on the 3 or 4 of you across the country that don't. Her grandmother, anyway, saved some from being trashed, wrote a book, taught classes, and trained a new generation of artists.
Wow. I bet it's coming back. At some point, it will come around again.
We'll be dead by then, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I can only save some of my hair for it.
Yeah, they could shave my back and get a little bit.
A little bit.
Well,
does Michaels have this kind of stuff? Is what I'm.
No.
Hi, I'd like
hair of the deceased
blonde.
Over here. It's in
preferably female long hair. Well, we're gonna put that into a wreath thing.
Yeah. The Chicago City Council has unanimously approved a $90 million settlement to resolve
There are
176.
two words that seem to go with Chicago. Chicago, settlement.
Right? To resolve 176 lawsuits brought by 180 people.
Try again.
Resolved
162.
176
Yeah.
lawsuits brought by
Oh,
180
because there were
people.
obviously a few where it was like a couple or a,
Oh, yeah, I suppose that was possible. People who were wrongfully convicted and collectively spent nearly 200 years behind bars.
Wait, that would imply that Chicago police arrested people.
Misconduct stemmed from former police sergeant Ronald Watts for nearly a decade. Watts ran a special unit within the Chicago Police Department accused of, planting drugs,
Okay.
falsifying police reports, which is
Okay.
kind of necessary when you're planting
Plant the drugs.
Yeah,
If you plant the evidence, you kind of have to.
Yeah. And coercing residents of public housing to pay bribes to avoid false drug charges. See the planting drugs thing.
That's a. I'm sure his dad said, when you get out in the world, you have to be an entrepreneur. Think like a businessman. I don't think this is probably what he had in mind.
My guess is he's been made, like the chief of police in Chicago. This
Where'd the
guy
mayor
knows
come
how to
from?
get it done.
Because he's an idiot. That could be him.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got a lot of that going around Chicago right now.
Chicago, New York, Portland. I'm serious. Portland really wants to be one of the big three.
Minneapolis.
Yeah, Minneapolis is so, it's almost pathetic how hard they try to be pathetic.
Did you see that documentary that Rick Capcella did?
No, what did Rick do?
Ooh.
Which one did he do?
All the fraud that's going on right now.
Oh, that's huge.
And
so that's
and
my
the Minneapolis
question. Okay.
City Council's, you've got to watch it. Your head will explode.
And now this is true, really.
Yeah,
Politics.
News. Yeah, there we go. Let's not do too much of that.
No, I only have one question.
Okay, shoot.
Tim Walz is running for governor for a third term.
Takes a lot of gall.
I mean, he's made himself look like an ass in public.
Constantly.
Very public. But only when he's out in public. And there have been billions, and that's with a B, billions of dollars in fraud throughout, shall we say, people who should be overseen by the government he runs. And I have a sinking feeling in my heart.
He could possibly win.
My wife was convinced after all the screw-ups during COVID and the lockdown, he wouldn't make another one.
I was hoping.
And I told her, you wait. You've got to remember, you've got Minneapolis, St. Cloud, bits of Rochester, and all of the Iron Range.
Yeah, it was. His comment is, "We're going to take care of that fraud." It's sort of like, a child who offs his parents and begs for leniency because he's an orphan.
You can go ahead and do that now while you're still there. If you
Yes.
want to get a jump start.
Have you got another story you want to do?
I did, but here we go. He's one of those. We had hair the last time. This time it's buttons.
Oh, good. There was an ns.
When J.D. Stevens flips on the lights in the shed of his South Carolina home, he feels the presence of his father, who died nearly a decade ago. He also sees Buttons.
The cat?
Buttons is not a cat. Buttons is not a clown. But hundreds of thousands of buttons.
Actual freaking buttons.
Not campaign buttons. Those are pins.
I see.
I don't have any buttons on me today, but, like on a shirt, a jacket.
Most of mine are pullover.
I was going to say on that nifty straight jacket you wear, but that's got like
only at night
buckles.
Yeah, pretty much.
They are sewn onto the original button shirt on the mannequin that started it all. Nearby, the Chevrolet Chevette, covered in buttons of all colors, big and small. There's a walk-in outhouse with a toilet covered in Come on.
Butts.
Keep going. It actually seems normal. No,
it doesn't.
No. They have buttons everywhere on that piano, but on the keys. There's a button covered hearse not far from the coffin that has white buttons standing out from all the rest, spelling out Button King. Dalton Stevens was his dad, 1983, battling insomnia. And after retiring, he had a feeling of worthlessness and withdrawal from the world. These are both, by the way, things that I like and thrive on.
Buttons?
No, withdrawal from the world.
Oh, yeah.
You people are out there, and it's like... So he had an epiphany to start sewing buttons onto a denim suit because, as he said, television went off at 2 a.m. back then. Yes,
I do remember that.
There was no TV.
And they would.
And I remember when in small towns things would go off, like the radio station sign off at midnight.
Yep.
Except on Friday and Saturdays, or Fridays they'd sign off at 1.
The TV stations, I remember they would do what was that flight poem that the one Vietnam pilot wrote? They would do that, and then they would do a picture of the flag with the Star Spangled Banner playing, and then
national anthem would be played,
and sign off.
Usually they'd read, you always read, I forget what we read at KMHL, but we read something and off we went.
Yep.
Wow. So he starts with one suit. And then
Obviously.
a tiny newspaper in Bishopville wrote a story, and then the local TV station did its own package, and then him sewing and gluing buttons. And, well, once he covered the entire Chevette, there was, a second story. Which was even picked up by the then fledgling and sometimes newsworthy CNN. They were back then sometimes. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to ease the pain. National attention grew after he was featured in magazines. One day the phone rang.
Ring, 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 ring.
As a representative from The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson.
Hello, this is The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson.
Carson made it a point not to see him, Stevens, in 1987 before he came out on stage wearing a suit covered in, ready now, count them all, 16,333 buttons. Everywhere but the butt and the back of the thighs, because that would be uncomfortable, had buttons.
Could they have gotten red buttons to be on the show that day? Because that would have been funny.
Carson laughed at the sight, and then Stevens sang a little ditty while playing his 3005 button guitar. Suddenly, I don't want you to take this wrong, for I'm an ordinary man with like one flaw, and if they believe that, they'll believe some of the stuff we're about to tell them.
Exactly.
But even I'm not this
odd.
I have comic books. Does that count?
No, because you're just weird. You're not odd. I was so hoping. I wanted to get into the odd hall of fame.
No, when you get, once you get to that stage where you're curmudgeonly, you're odd.
Comments.
About what? I can comment on anything.
Comments in Mailbag. Apropos of epic.
Somebody wrote about us?
Actually sent an email in to TITR@netradio.network. Apropos of epic 1000 episode. From Jessica Thompson.
We have bells going up and guns firing and celebrities stopping by to say great job.
Boom, boom, boom. Great job. You guys don't suck so much today.
Hi, I'm a famous guy. I love these guys. They've been around for 1,000 shows. Who the hell knew?
Jessica Thompson.
Miss Jessica.
Guys! Exclamation point.
Young lady.
I love the Netflix screensaver with the classic movie settings. You've done this. As proud members of the Network for the Easily Amused,
yes, we are.
My whole family recently spent half an hour watching
just looking at the screensaver.
Look at the screensaver to identify as many things as we could.
Does anybody know how we could stop it? So like you can take a chunk and
I didn't even
Did you find a fourth turtle, Jessica? This is important. I can never find that fourth turtle.
I didn't know Netflix
I only find 3 heroes on the half shell with
had a
power.
screensaver.
Well, I think that tells us more about you than us.
My personal favorite is the puddle of
I don't
water.
know. It's a standard line you use to deflect.
Yeah, and well deflected. My personal favorite is the puddle of water with the Wicked Witch of the West's hat floating in it. Have you seen that, Tony? Answer me!
No.
Oh, boy. Well, it looks like
They've changed a lot, though. They have, like, last time I looked, there's Abbott Elementary is up there now, and I thought, that's got to be bought and paid for.
Likely.
Yeah. There's also the Abbott school bus, so I'm thinking ABC shelled out a couple of dollars.
Okay. So.
And I now have someone trying to find Mike Wazowski in that last window of Mickey's Diner.
From, well, I hate when that happens. Apropos
So do I. What?
Of This Is True Really News, episode 999. The Sewage Olympics.
Standing on his head.
Attack, squirrel terror, and silly string arrest.
Oh, be careful for silly stringing attack squirrels.
Right? Because they do that thing.
With a silly string in their teeth. Claws.
Before I start this, I should say, well, this is from my brother Chris Combs, no relation.
Uh-oh.
Who's on the regular saying, calling me up, just wanted to let you know I commented. And then he wants to tell me about the comment. And I'm going, don't, shut up. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
I want to just read it.
Chris, if you want to know about you got to call me because I won't remember what you said anyway.
But on this one, he sent me a text saying, I think I set a record for commenting.
Did he?
For him, yes.
Carry on.
And all 3 of these come from that same episode, 999.
3 comments on one episode?
Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, we're in the big leagues.
From Tony's intro, I've binged 5 episodes or more of Titter more than once. You can probably tell.
I'm sorry. I don't know what do I say to that.
I don't know. But I've seen people do it. He obviously was one of them.
Huh.
Let's see. The second comment, sewage wars. I think he's sleeping better. He bought a new bed.
Is that why?
I think that, yeah. A plethora of poo pugilists?
Sure.
And finally,
You realize you're related, right?
God almighty. Attack squirrel in San Francisco.
What should scare you is Ian
Yeah.
and Drew
Oh, Lord.
are also related to it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, go ahead.
Attack squirrel in San Francisco. That was your story, I believe.
Only in Frisco. Anywhere else. You put that clown thing in a city with some law and order. You put that squirrel in Florida, he's in jail.
Or in Texas.
In chains, probably on a work gang.
You'd be aggressive, too, if you had that much poo.
No, in Texas, they just shoot him. Which has its merits.
You'd be aggressive, too, if you had that much poo in your yard. By golly, he is related to me.
Why do I feel like I should turn all the grandkids' pictures over in here when you start?
Apropos of the epic 1000th episode, flare gun assault, naked jogger, Humpty Dumpty heist.
Oh.
And this is from Simply Jess is Me. Hey, Simply Jess is Me. Can I call you SJIM?
No. Let's just call him Jess. Her Jess.
Yeah, don't know. One word is...
Let's just go with Jess.
Oh, one word to... Oh, this is about the Humpty Dumpty heist.
Okay.
One word is so limiting, but hey, can I do eggnog?
Oh, eggnog.
Yes, you can. We didn't think of eggnog. Well, I should say Tony didn't think of eggnog.
I did not. Dagnabbit.
Apropos of epic 1000th episode from Old Fat Man. Hey, man. taking a flare gun to the face. Youch!
That would, I'd be steamed or at least burned.
Well,
Oh, shut up. Just keep going.
apropos of the epic 1000th episode from Chris Combs, my brother, no relation. The 1000th episode. That's what? 58 times 2?
No, it's 58 times 58. Come on. Don't you know your math?
Which is exactly what I was going to say.
Oh.
Oh, my spleen.
I believe my left kneecap hurts.
Apropos of This Is True Really News episode 1001 from Old Fat Man.
Did we jump the shark already?
So the old adage, slightly modified here, applies. And this is the woman divorcing herself.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to love yourself. Just don't love yourself.
Why did you just sound like a middle schooler at the playground?
On a completely different note, I wonder if she's
loves him.
On a completely different note, I wonder if she's going blind. I'd check her palms, too.
No, I think I should take down the Batman posters, too.
Moving on.
Thank you.